Yeah, a bunch of those soldered ends, so you can just stick them both and you heat it up and the solder melts in the middle. What the? What? Is it a cocoon or something? They like these metal things, don't they? Bolted the deck boards or whatever. These are my slab boards, so I'm gonna go ahead and lay all these out, clean them up, lay them out, probably light sand them or something, and then I'm gonna stain them all and lacquer them. We're right here. And it's already got vendors. Here, you see all this activity? Brand new PunThai Coffee. What are you doing, bro? This guy just moved right over on me. He's like, I'm just moving over. Hey, yeah, we're back. Made it back home. Just changed my clothes because, you know, gone 5 days. There's a few things need to probably be done. We had somebody come, you know, take care of the cats, but not really take care of the farm. Figured it would take care of itself, although as luck would have it, while we were gone, Kamphaeng Phet saw some of its heaviest rain like this season probably. So the pond levels went up. I did get some lazada. We'll open those, what we got. I know one of them, I don't know if I shared this with you, but in another video, I got that, you know, the switch for my boat. Oh fuck. Show you that in a minute, but anyway, I got the switch for my boat and it is the wrong switch. It was the same one I bought before, but evidently it was only when I was reading the 40, it was like I had the 40 watt, not the 40 amp or whatever. But anyway, so I got the right one here. And then what else? I know what these are, I think. Yeah, a bunch of those soldered ends, so you can just stick them both and you heat it up and the solder melts in the middle. I think that's how it works. Or crimp it and then solder it. One of you guys told me about that. But yeah, you can see here, this boat is chock full of water. It gets water after rain, but not like this, dude. This is like the damn near full. I gotta empty that. Let me empty it. Oh my God, I can't even move it. Whoa. That'll work. can't leave. I mean, you know, a few days. Whoa, I'm slipping, man. A few days with lots of water, probably not a big problem, but you know, gravity has a way of taking its toll. So having a boat full of water, not good for the boat, even though it's plastic. It'll still put pressure in there that's not designed for that. And it appears, just out of my way, that my other boat, which I forgot to put the tarp on there, but I thought it was going to be sunny. Yeah, look at that. What the? And the motor looks half submerged. Shit. That is not good. I can't lift that up. I'm gonna have to bail it. Where's my bail bucket? It's gonna take some bailing. Well, I'm looking here too, and nope, these guys haven't come back. So my solution of punching holes in the cement to find a hollow one, filling it with what do you call that? Filling it with poison worked. What the hell is that? What? What is that? It's a cocoon or something? What is that thing? That's not a, that's gotta be a bug, man. That is not a tree growing out of there. What is that thing? Yeah, it's some kind of bug, caterpillar or something attached itself. I've never seen that one before. But anyway, gotta get to work. Bail out bucket by bucket. Oh my God, I'm gonna be up to water. God dang, man. I bet there'll be a bunch of fish in there once it starts floating. I hope the, oh, that's right. Damn. So I got a pontoon in the middle, right, on inside the boat, right? But I've drilled into it to hold the wooden stuff. So now that means that more than likely, if it's underwater, that water went into the pontoon, and now I can't get that water out. The only way to get that water out of the pontoon would be to you know, punch a hole in the pontoon and use a, you know, what do you call that? You know, a pump it out. Shit, man. Well, let's see. See if I can. I don't even think I can move it over here. Kind of. I think so. Whew. Oh, alrighty. Well, that should do it. Got it back up and emptied. As for that motor, it got water, but you know, it's a scooter motor. So in some sense, it's sealed because it needs, you know, it could be water anyway, right? From the rain and all that other stuff, and it was, I don't know if the water level went down and it's only been partially submerged or what, but now that it's not got water, the rain never affected it. So what I need to do now is really let it dry out. Hopefully it won't, I don't know, that looks like kind of like rain, but if I can get it to dry out, then I'll plug it in again, see if it works. with the, you know, with the voltage regulator, with the wrong voltage regulator. And if it works with that, then you know, then we're good to go. And I'll go ahead and get the new regulator that I got from Azada, and I'll hook that up, and I'll immediately start working on my crosshatch deck there and seal it up so it doesn't get water anymore. But and also, you know, we were only gone for 5 days, five days, so I think that's the minimum amount of time to make you feel like you've been gone for a while. Just want to make sure, looking at my deck, there is no, uh-oh. That's either a snake in mid-progress of shedding or already shed. Can you see it in that corner right there? What do you think? My feet are wet. I'll fucking go up there. Already gone. But they like these. They like these metal things, don't they? I think I've had one now on every corner. So, yep, no mud tunnels on the cement or on the wood. Okay, we're in good shape there. Don't fall down. Whew. The sun's coming out. So, maybe the boat will dry. If that motor is shot, damn it, then I'm gonna be bummed. So in 5 days, I did, before I left, I cut this one. I trimmed all these branches right here, and I can see I got a couple little buds there. I definitely have that there, that one there. I'm not sure. Yep, one right there, and a tiny little one there. Looks like, and over here, looks like this one is still gonna try and live. I cut this one too, but I wasn't real sure. It doesn't look, nope, there's a little bit fresh right there and right there, but that does not look healthy. These look brown. I think I might have lost this one, man. Dang it. Anyway, we'll get to all that stuff maybe tomorrow. Well, it's actually like 2 days later. That's 2 days worth of freaking rain. Had to bail the boat out again, but I brought the boat up, dry docked it because, and well, I should say, I had my suspicions, right? When I attempted to pull it up here, I was like, dude, this thing's heavy. And I know it wasn't just from the motor, so if I have my suspicions correct, yeah, there's water inside the freaking blue pontoon, so I gotta cut a hole open in that. But what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna lay the net, the canal net. Haven't put my waders on in a while, so I hope there's no snake living in the foot. I turned them upside down, but you know, Anyway, let's go put the Canal Net in there, man. You gotta get yourself one if you have a canal anyway. All right, I catch you. It's gonna be muddy, but no time like the present. Let's see, can we see this? I can't see the damn viewfinder. That looks good. Whoa. Whoa. Well, broke my strap. So I haven't used my waders, right, in a while, like I said. So left them outside, you know, hanging. And it's the rain probably it gets to the cheap strap, so it's just, it's all right. I know how to put new straps on, but my waders, of course, these ones have holes in them. So, and as I was just looking, I thought maybe, I know that it's got a hole like in the bottom of one of the soles, but then before I put them on, you know, I looked down in there and I could see light coming through on both the legs in a couple of different pinhole spots. So it leaks right in the pant leg too. So I mean, those were good ones. I purposely bought ones that are supposed to be tough, you know. But like anything, tough or not, should probably take care of it better. Whoa. I'm gonna wash my feet off from river water. I'm gonna put my boots and socks on because it is just wet. I fixed this toilet this morning, but sounds like I didn't fix it. No. I guess I fixed it. I'm probably hearing things. Oh yeah. I was hearing my solar. Woo! What am I doing? Oh, my socks and my boots. Oh. Went to the Sunday market yesterday, but oh my gosh, I didn't get anything because half the vendors only had half their stuff, the other half probably weren't there. It was just too rain. It was like underwater for all the section where I go. You know, the clothes and all that, it's up elevated on blacktop kind of. All the backside is secondhand stuff and all that, and it's all on the grass or mud or whatever. So it's just mud, water pooled up everywhere. And normally, every time I leave my boots in my truck. So on Sunday, I can just put my boots, socks on, and go walk around. I don't have a problem. But after we got back from Chiang Mai, clean out the truck, I took my boots out, and so I forgot. So when I got there, opened the back door to get my boots. I'm like, shh. So I couldn't even really walk around that much anyway, comfortably, without being in mud water, and I can't really walk with that. Anyway, just blabbering. I can get my boots on, man, so I can walk around this farm with all the wetness, dampness, humidity. Definitely high humidity. I'm not exerting myself too much, but I'm sweating bullets. So yeah. All right, man, back at you. Okay, so the boat, right? So I'm gonna test the motor, see if it still works after being drowned, semi-drowned. I actually pulled the wire because I had to crimp the lines back there next to the motor. So I undid all that, made sure it was all dry, and then redid it all so it's all dry. And before I had so I got the inverter, right, with a simple plug attached to it. I'll plug this into the 220. This will switch it to DC. And what I've done over here, if you remember if you're watching anyway, the regulator, the hell, speed controller that I had, right? I thought it was the right one, but I messed that up. Anyway, this is the right one, and it was cheaper, but it was the same, it's putting out the same amps and all that. So, but here's how it comes. It just came like in a little box with a bare switch, although it does have the knob, so I can put that on there. But basically, that's all it is. And then I hooked up. It doesn't say what's positive, what's negative. So I went. I went online. Let me show you to my account so I could look at the diagram to make sure that was wired right, so it doesn't go. So for all intention purposes, I should do this. I should be able to let me put this stuff on the, I don't know, I should be able to use this, and it'll have the right amount of strength. But of course, I don't know until I actually get the paddles in the water. I thought the right strength was like it was here, but and this doesn't have the right cuts in it for this double wire. So, but hey, man, that's how we do it here. Make it work, Greg. Yeah. But I will cover that just in case. And then I'm just gonna, I don't really want to grab that. How can I do that? Can I hold this down? No. Okay. Hopefully that's off. What's that? Okay, that's plugged in there. That's plugged in there. That's all there. Hopefully I don't see smoke, man. Like on my stuff over here. So I got my fan plugged in right now. Let me turn that fan off so I can hear any kind of. What's that? Okay, I got the fan for this one. Supposed to be a fan? Yeah, I guess it's got a fan in it. Now this. Oh, it's all. Oh no, I know. The damn switch was already on. I thought that was a fan. It's my motor. Seems to be all right, but does it slow down? That's fast. I got this thing turned off. But it's not working. I mean, it's got a click. And then when I go click and I speed this up, I can see that it speeds all the way up. I can hear the motor over there. And that sounds like it's going down. And that's a click to turn it off. But it's not going off. What the hell, man? Anyway, let me see if I can sort it out. I'll go back to the instructions online to see if but to see if it turns off. It should turn off, man. All right, back at you. Okay, yeah. I had it wired wrong. We got so many things going. The motor, I had switched with the power the motor. Fortunately, it didn't blow up, but at least now I can see that it. Probably can't see it from here, but there you go. Hauls ass right there. Let's see how it does. I gotta go get the drill though to punch a hole in that damn pontoon. Alrighty, well, I used my doorknob cutter and just chopped a hole in the edge right at the corner of the float. So this part right here looks like it's open to the inside, and so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying, instead of like sucking the water out because I don't have a sub pump, I burned it out. My little mini sub pump kind of hook up to a drill and you can worked for a couple years, but anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna try and lift the boat up from that end, tilt it so the water starts to leak out there. It'll leak out into the actual boat, which is not a problem because I can bail that part, or might even be able to push it out. But let's see. Oh yeah, it's coming out. Oh, you can see that, but you know, you can't see it. It's coming out though. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to tilt it. You hear it? It's a lot of water. Yep. You can see that over there. Let's see. Definitely coming out, making a bunch of noise. Yeah, well, that's a dry run. That's about as fast as it'll go. A minute ago I tried ending the chain. I think it was too tight, so I knocked this back a little bit and it's spun a little faster. Might even have to do that some more, but we'll get it in the water, see what it works, man. See if it works. All right, let's do this. Okay, well, I think the paddles are too deep in the water, which reminds me that was the other thing I thought of. I needed to raise the paddle. I should make it a slider, because if that thing starts to take on water, I did put that square ballast stone. Basically, I'll call that a ballast stone, because the motor's on that side. It's a little bit tilted. So anyway, let's see what it can do. Gonna plug it in, see if it even moves. The resistance on the motor is supposed to be strong enough. Alright, well, it's moving a little bit. Okay, that didn't work. It was full blast. I thought for sure the scooter motor would work, because, you know, scooter makes you kind of climb uphill and stuff, right? Same, almost same gear ratio. I don't know. All I know is, fuck that boat. Well, it's practically almost 5 o'clock now. And of course, as predicted, probably, the rains came. As soon as I took a break to go eat some lunch about 1:30, kaboom! Shit came down, kept coming down. Took a little nap. Now it's dry, but it's a little bit about 5 o'clock. I did manage to get a couple things done. Oh yeah, that's right. One of the things I did right here, I bolted the deck boards or whatever. So now, no problem walking on this. Ain't gotta worry about it. Also, I was gonna do this right after lunch, and then it started raining. These are my slab boards, so I'm gonna go ahead and lay all these out, clean them up, lay them out, probably light sand them or something, and then I'm gonna stain them all and lacquer them, get them ready to put together so I can cover that boat. The boat of which I will need a new motor because that motor is insufficient. And yeah, I was gonna do that. Actually, I cleaned up this area a little bit. I put together my scrap metal, dug it up from over here and stuff, and because I want to make a cement mixer. Make sure I don't slip on this cement mixer. I think I can do it with that scrap metal. It's got to be pretty sturdy on the when it sits on the ground. I don't mind it shaking if I, when I use an old 55-gallon steel drum, and I don't mind it if it's shaking. Water's flowing. It's 5 o'clock. I did. What did I put that net out there early, right? This morning. See if there's any action. Water level looks lower. I don't really see anything in the end. What is that? Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Wait for the evening. Yeah, the water just dropped by about 6 or 7 inches on that one. They must have closed one of the gates or whatever. We would have got a lot more water, but I understand from my wife that there was a little bit of a, the dam break up here. I think I filmed that before. Did I? Did I show you guys that when we went out to the I guess it's a dam. It's like a spillway, I think now. Anyway, plenty of water still. Can't believe I misjudged that one, man. I thought for sure we were done with that, but no. My eyes have been itching since I got back from Chiang Mai, which I don't know, I guess maybe it's something on the farm. Also need to come in here and I gotta turn the light off. It's been on all afternoon then. But what I am gonna do now, I haven't switched it on and stopped raining. I think I can. I was think I can get out there before it stops, before it starts raining. I'm gonna go get some ice cream, man. I need some vanilla ice cream because I bought some chocolate pound cake. Never had chocolate pound cake, but you know, we'll see how it is. I'm gonna make myself my little volcano. Oh, look at that. We bought those. I don't know if you can see this. We bought these lanterns up in Chiang Mai. Not lanterns, well, whatever. Yeah, but they're not, you know, they're like made of cloth, but they're not, they don't have lights in them. But this one right here, from where I'm standing, it looks like there's a light in there because the gold leaf is hitting that sun is hitting it just right. Hey, pretty cool. All right, man, well, let me get on my motorcycle. We'll go get some ice cream. Oh yeah, I wanted to check out the new, I think I mentioned it in another video. I showed you they're starting to build a new 7-Eleven diagonally across from another 7-Eleven. But when we came back from Chiang Mai, I was driving by the store, and I'll be damned, it's already open and in full operation. So congratulations, another 7-Eleven in the little village of Ban Mai. Crazy, man. All right, man, let's go. And in traditional Thai fashion, I'll be driving on the opposite side of the road traffic. Because, you know, that's just what we do here. That way I don't have to go all the way down and make a U-turn. I can go right here. My other 7-Eleven is right over there. And now this one, boom, right here. And it's already got vendors. Yeah, very cool. And you know what I realized also is that what's going to happen is it's gonna develop even more of a food community around here, because normally 7-Elevens have like a couple vendors maybe in the parking lot. And on Thursday we have a Thursday night market here, right? Thursday market comes in for a few hours every Thursday. It was here and there, but of course 7-Eleven took this portion of it, so they kind of packed in over here more. It went a little longer, but some vendors just said never mind, and they opened their own store and stuff like that. But what I see now is, look at that, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 vendors that are already posting up here during the day. Usually they're not here. The reason they're here is because 7-Eleven's here, and they figure, you know what, this is it. And actually, it looks like there's a couple guys gonna head on up and start opening across the street too. That guy, I didn't even see that before. Now that guy's got a coffee shop. Dude, this is what, I guess that's what 7-Eleven does too. You know, you think, oh my God, they got 7-Eleven right here, and I got 7-Eleven right here. Then, you know, it breeds competition, but it brings in, I guess, more economic activity, because again, that's just, what's that, 1, 2, 3, the coffee shop, then you have 4, 5, 6 carts plus a big corner, that's 7, and then this girl 8. That's 8 more point of sales going on. amazing. And of course, you know, I'll have to support my local vendors and buy stuff. I don't know what all that is, but I'm sure I'll find out. But I'm gonna go actually down to the Lotuses, which is a little bit farther down. I'm gonna go to Lotuses, so that's where I can get some quality vanilla ice cream. Yeah, wanna go? I haven't been riding my bike, so my battery's dead. So I gotta use Kickstart. Man, look at that. 7-Eleven. Remember when I moved here just a few years ago, this was single lane, fairly sleepy little town. Now everybody's got new signage, bigger footprint. Oh, and also here, you see all this activity? Brand new PunThai Coffee. What are you doing, bro? This guy just moved right over on me. He's like, I'm just moving over. This is actually, this is another one. This is a traffic lane. You're supposed to be able to go in the traffic right here. Everybody parks diagonally because when they were making the road here, they actually made the road, and they at first put diagonal parking on this side of the road, right? So now people have that in their head, and the road guys didn't do a good job of basically removing all the that head-in kind of parking, you know, the white lines on the pavement. They tried painting over with black, and then that was worn off like in a week. So people haven't got it. If they all parked parallel in this section, then you could have 2 lanes. But right there, right where you need 2 lanes, you basically only have 1 lane, because half their cars sticking ass out into this lane. You know, just like that truck. The truck was trying to park. He was trying to park somewhere as he just squashed on me. Did I just miss my U-turn? Oh no, here it is. Yeah, so bam. Yeah, so but he couldn't. Maybe he saw my camera, that's why he went all the way forward to go ahead and parallel park like a good soldier. Because you know, if everybody just parallel parked, you know, you could get away with double parking with parallel, but you can't get away with double parking if someone has, you know, angled in. But yeah, there's a lot of guys on this side. These are all new. This guy with the green, all that. This guy built an entire new front to his house. He used to have just like a house, small house. They built out on it, and this guy's too. This one used to be a little throw up the tin for some food, and now they're building out a full-on restaurant in there. That's where I get my stone and rock. If you've been with me on that one. Whoa. Hey, come down! Yo! My neighbor. ทำอะไรอยู่ช่วยอะไรนะ
ฮะน้ำมันหมู
โอ้
น้ำโยเกิร์ต
ครับผม
ไปไหนมา
ไปเที่ยวไปดูเซเว่นใหม่เลยนะใช่ไหม
เนาะเยอะแยะเลยอ่ะ
โอ้
ยังไม่ได้ไปเลย
มีคนขายของกันด้วยอ่ะ
เหรอแล้วตัดอ่ะ
นอนอยู่บ้านเนี่ย
นอน
ขี้เกียจนอนไม่ใช่สวย
ไปมานานหรือยังประกลับมาเมื่อไหร่เชียงใหม่
กับอันนี้วันที่อะไรวันเสาร์
โอเคหนูแวะไปหานะ
โอเคค่ะสวัสดีค่ะ ย Yeah, man, that's our cousin. But here is lotuses. It's kind of like lotus without the, what was it? It was lotus and something else, right? And then they split, and now it's lotuses. I forget what the other one was. Wow. Must have been a long time, I can't remember. Alright, I'll be back at you. Oh yeah. Some Nestle's vanilla. That's about the best ice cream they have in here. Not Haagen-Dazs, but it's pretty good. 67 baht. So what's that? $2? $2.35. Yeah, almost $2, I guess. Yeah. 64. Give or take. Still cheaper than you know, America. That's also my favorite Quitio place around here. He set up in Lotus a little while ago. Probably it's been a few years actually now. Time is going by. But they're packed like every night. Rain or shine, man. The guy makes good money. And good Quitio. So, oh, this is our normal market for the community, and of course that's 7-Eleven, right? Smells like chicken. That's the other 7-Eleven again. Just blew my mind, man. I know Thailand's famous for having, like, you know, a 7-Eleven on every corner. I think they're third in the world in terms of per capita, but this is Chiang Mai, man. I don't even know what our population there is. It's probably significantly more since I moved here, but it's fast becoming a bigger village, right? Gotta make my second U-turn up here. Oh, scooter wall. That's my uncle right there. ไปไหนเฮ้ยไปไหนมาฮะไปไหนไปบ้านแถวนี้นะเหรอไปรับเด็กนักเรียนอีกคนนึงอ๋อรับพี่คนนี้อ๋อโอ้ดีใจอ่ะไอ้คนโตได้ยังสวัสดีครับสวัสดีครับไปไหนมาเนี่ยฮะไปไหนมาอยู่บ้านเลยเล่นโทรศัพท์ใช่ไหมไม่ได้ไปนานเลยข้าวไม่สวยไม่อยากไปยังเปียกเนี่ยฝนตกอ่ะใช่ไหมหญ้าเยอะใช่หญ้าเยอะวันนี้ตอนเช้าจะให้ยานะคนนี้ฉีดยาฆ่าแมลงโอเคThat's the uncle that lives or that farms the land right next to mine. That's another one. That person's house, it was all obscure before they made a road. Now they got a sidewalk in front of it, and they're you know what? Let's take advantage of that, and let's make a business. I'm gonna sell some stuff. I know how to cook, and there you go, man. They're probably making enough money. They're probably making enough money for the cup. And that's his brother right there. I don't know if you saw that. You know, enough money to pay for their own dinner and stuff like that, and more probably on a given night. This is like you know, it has created all the micro businesses. It has enhanced the current businesses, but in the economic landscape, it has created jobs, right? Created micro businesses that are, you know, really what is sole proprietorships. So whilst the majority of people initially were like, dude, what have you done to our sleepy little town? Destroyed it. Even the business owners on that street were like, my God, this is gonna destroy me. But, you know, as I've watched, you know, the noodle play, all the places that have been there for a while, I'm not sure that it's been a downturn as much as it has been, you know, an uptick in the creation of more economic activity. That's the operative phrase, both in sales and consuming. I mean, no, consumer sales. How's that? How do you say that? Anyway. Pretty cool though. They made I've never really been a big fan of the PunThai Coffee, but there's one at a gas station up the road somewhere. And they're pretty good. And this one here, I've only been to it once, shortly after it opened, and it's pretty good. I had an espresso. Yeah, man. I don't know if did I change subjects right in the middle of that? But yeah, the uncle, that uncle farms the land right here next to us. That's all his rice over there. Oh, from the house all the way forward. He was just complaining that he hasn't been over here and that there shitload of weeds are coming up in there. God dang it. Our rice. Very nice. Although the rain is kicking everybody's ass with the rice. Pretty good for a one-handed ride. Oh. I just remembered that. Remember, it was raining heavy, right? So remember, I made the box for the pump, which actually is working good, except. Okay, there's the roof. There's the runoff. So what do you think's happening right there when it rains? Yeah, so a little bit of a drum roll. Not so much when it rains because it's mixed in, but when the rain has kind of tailed off and it's dripping, you know, it's in that drip stage where it's going. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that little ride, and let me know what you think of our little town there if you've never watched this channel before or my video. But yeah, I'll get back on that over there. So thanks for watching and keep watching. Yeah, and I'll get back at you. More progress on the greenhouse over there.